What is a discussion board? The discussion board is where you will likely spend a lot of your time as you discuss a variety of different topics with your instructor and fellow classmates. Participation is an important component of all online courses, and the discussion board is the most common tool used for your class discussions. A discussion board is commonly identified with an icon that has 3 pieces of paper with a thumbtack on the top. Next to this icon, you will find the forum title and the forum description. Within the forum description, you will be able to find out what items will be discussed in the forum. This oftentimes will include questions, research information, and requirements of what you need to post. Read this information closely so you know and understand what is required. Oftentimes, students will open Microsoft Word and type their response into a Word document before going into the discussion board forum. If you do this, you will need to know how to copy and paste your text from Word into the forum. We will show you how to do this later. When you are ready to participate in a discussion board, click on the forum title to access it. Next, review the document on how to read a discussion board. How to read a discussion board. Once you have entered a forum, you will see a listing of threads available from within that forum. Each line represents a unique thread that someone has created. A thread represents a series of posted messages strung together similar to a conversation. As more posts are added, the longer the thread becomes. You can think of the thread listed on this page as the opening line to a discussion from a person. When you find a post that sounds interesting to you, you can read it by clicking on the thread title. You can also see the total posts within a thread and the number of unread posts. Unread posts appear in bold. The number of unread posts you have in a thread will appear in a blue circle. To access an individual post within the discussion board, simply select the post title to reveal the content of that post. If there are additional posts or responses in the thread, you will see them below the original post. To switch threads, click OK at the bottom of the page. This will return you to the main forum page. You can click on another post at that time to read the thread. You can add your thread to the discussion by clicking the Create Thread button. Some discussions will require that you add your own thread before you can view your classmates' threads. Please refer to the document How to Participate in a Discussion Board for instructions on how to add threads and reply to existing threads. How to participate in a discussion board. To add a new thread to the discussion board, click the Create Thread button. Some discussion boards will require that you create a thread before you view your classmates' posts. If this is the case, click the Create Thread button. In Section 1, the forum description will be available for you to reference as you create your post. You will add your own response into Section 2. Enter a subject for the thread. The subject should be concise yet descriptive. In the message area, add your response or answer to the forum requirements. If you typed out your response in Microsoft Word, at this time, you can paste in your response into the message box. Highlight the text in Word, then go to Edit and select Copy. Next, go into Blackboard and click in the message area. If your text editor only has one row of icons, click the double down arrow on the right. This will expand the text editor to 3 rows and add additional buttons. You will see an icon that looks like a clipboard with a piece of paper over it. Click this icon and your copied text will appear. If you receive an error message, you can also hold down Control on your keyboard and press the small letter V on a Windows computer, or by holding down Command and pressing a small letter V on a Mac computer. You can also type directly into the message box. If your instructor has enabled it, you can attach files to discussion boards. To attach a file, select the Attach a File link, and a browse box will appear so you can find the document to attach. When your message is complete, click Submit. It's important to note that once you press Submit, you may not be able to edit your post again, so make sure it is ready to be public. To reply to a post, choose the post title and then select the reply button in the message box located under the post. You may also choose to reply with a quote, which will copy the previous post into the body of your new message. The quote button will appear when you bring your mouse next to the reply button. After you press the reply button, the other responses will shift down, and you're provided with a text box to type your response. When you are finished with your reply, click Submit. You will see your response listed at the bottom of the page. Click OK to return back to the main discussion forum. This concludes the basic introduction of using Blackboard discussion boards.